Hi everyone, I'm back with another video for the EDgun Lelya 2.0. In this video I will be comparing the original regulator of the EDgun Lelya against the Yuma power tuning regulator. I will show you how to install the Yuma regulator. I will shoot some shot strings to see the velocity, consistency and how many shots you can get when both regulators are set to 125 bar. Finally I will shoot some targets at 50 meters to see if we get any difference in results. And during the test I'll be using the 25 grain JSB Exact King. Okay, let's get going. Okay, so we're back. I've done all the testing with the original EDgun regulator and I must say I'm quite impressed with the performance of this little bullpup. On all the fields, as far as consistency goes, shot count, accuracy, all well. But in order to see the difference between the Yuma power tune regulator and the original EDgun, we of course have to swap the original regulator out for the Yuma power tune regulator. Okay, let's go. Okay, first up, before you do any work on your gun, make sure it's safe, it's not loaded, and you can safely work on it. So let's cock it, fire it down in my pellet trap, make sure everything is safe and clear. Then we'll be removing the stock. You need a 4mm hex wrench. You have one screw in the front. And one screw in the back. Put your screws to the side. Remember, the long one is for the front, the shorter one is for the back. As you see, they have a size difference. Longer one for the front, short one for the back. Lift your action out of the stock. And put your stock on the side. Okay, now we'll be removing the air tube, but before you do this, cock your gun and put it in safe position. We will be removing the air tube and you don't want your hammer to drop without the valve being in place. So cock your gun, put it in safe, take your 4mm hex wrench, start loosening this screw counterclockwise, push it down, keep going counterclockwise until it's seated. And now you should be able to slide out your air tube without any problem. Put your action to the side with your stock. Now to bleed the air tube you need a 2mm hex wrench. There is a small bleed screw on the back of the air tube. Just put it in, crack it just a little bit open till you hear the air escaping, and now you just have to wait. Once all the air has escaped, I take the back of a screwdriver, push the valve a few times just to make sure all the air is out. And at this stage it should be easily to unscrew the back of the air tube by hand. Just like this. As you see, in this case the back of the air tube came out together with the plenum, and the EDgun regulator is still inside, as you can see. Now this regulator has been set to 125 bar at the factory as marked on the regulator. So in order to make a fair comparison we'll have to adjust the Yuma regulator also to 125 bar to see a fair and accurate difference. Okay, let's put the the EDgun regulator, to the side. So now let's adjust the Yuma power tune regulator to 125 bar. I hope it shows up good enough on camera. Maybe I will zoom in a little bit to show you. On the Yuma regulator there is a pressure dial gauge, let's say, in order to set the pressure accurately to where you want. As you can see, it's marked 120 bar, 125, 130, and the copper part has a little slot that indicates where your pressure will be. It reads now 115 bars, so let's go to 125. In order, when you want to increase the regulator pressure, you go 10 bars past your goal and then go back to where your goal is. This in order so the threads of the regulator will bind and it won't move on time when you're shooting it. So let's move it to 135, then wind down back to 125. That's it. Now when you have put your Yuma regulator to the desired output you want, in my case 125 bar like the original EDgun regulator, it's as easy as just screwing it in to the plenum like this. And not to forget to grease your O-rings. I am using some airgun lube from Yuma. You can order it on their website. Just a small dab. Now when you have greased your O-rings, take your air tube and gently guide it in the air tube, wiggling gently, not to force or damage the O-rings. Just keep screwing it till it's hand tight and it's flush with the air tube. Take your 2mm hex wrench, close up your bleeding screw, take your air source, and gently, very slowly start filling it. Once it's filled up, bleed the air. Make sure your bleed hole is securely closed and it's not leaking any air from nowhere. And you're ready for reassembling everything. Now for reassembling, it's just as easy as disassembling. The guns of EDgun are known for this, for their clever, simple and effective design. You take your action, take your air tube, slide it back in, turn it over, and we have to close the screw that holds the air tube in place. So we go clockwise, push it up and keep turning clockwise until it's secure. Now the air tube is securely in place. Take your stock, slide it back in, take the shortest screw, and I first always put the back one in first. Take your front screw, close it. Now let's not forget to drop the hammer back. And that's it, the installation of the Yuma power tune regulator in the EDgun Lelya 2.0. Now, let's do the rest of the tests. Come on. Alright guys, as for a conclusion, it's fair enough to say the EDgun regulator and the Yuma power tune regulator both do a really nice job. But if you're looking for that little bit extra power, those few extra shots in your shot string, I would definitely go for the Yuma power tune regulator for the EDgun Lelya 2.0. That's it for this one guys. As always, please like and subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye.